Porsche dealership charges $600 to do an oil change, when literally it's almost the exact same steps as a regular one. So today I'm going to show you how to do an oil change on a 2010 Porsche Panamera 4S. Here's everything you'll need for your oil change. I find you can get this cheaper on Amazon, but make sure this is the right oil for your car. Oil filter from your local auto parts store, and oil filter pliers, not necessary but helpful. A torque wrench so that you can torque the plug to spec, yes. An Allen wrench, size 8 socket, and a T20H hex socket, star socket, I don't know what these are called, T20H, and pressure washers. Because of my experience level working on cars, which is basically none in the grand scheme of things, I prefer these wheel ramps. I get low profile ones so that they can clear that bumper. You can use traditional jack stands, of course. Just be a little more careful about your safety. In combination with the rear ramps, you want to use these wedges to put behind the back tires just in case something goes wrong. You don't want to risk your life for an oil change. Alright, so first step is you're going to want to take this covering off. Under this covering is a bracket that attaches to several places that blocks the oil filter housing. And that's the only difference between this and a regular oil change. So you'll take your T20H screw. And got the cover down. There's our bracket that we need to take off to access the oil filter housing. And then there is our oil pan and the drain plug. I forgot to add in one tool. You need a 13mm, maybe a 12mm for this, but 13 fits, so I'm gonna use it. That's to get this bracket off. That bracket down, so I can show you where the oil filter sits. Right here. Now we're gonna drain this oil and get that filter off. All right, I didn't get to film me taking the plug off, but I spilled a little bit, so I'm gonna spend some time cleaning that up. Word of advice, these oil drain pans, don't buy one of these from AutoZone, because if the oil is warm and it comes out quick, this doesn't drain fast enough into these holes. And so what happens is it goes over the sides, which completely defeats the purpose. Get yourself something like this where the flow isn't prohibited by anything.